Have you ever been confused about when to use a specific line of code in PHP? If you've ever wondered about the purpose of the header function, specifically content type application/JSON, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into this topic to clear up any confusion. I totally get it. It can be really frustrating when you come across different answers online, especially when you're trying to make sense of something as crucial as handling JSON in your PHP scripts. You're definitely not alone in this. Let's break down the specific question at hand. One user asked if the line header content type application JSON is used when another web page calls the script, like with Ajax, so that it can receive JSON data. Or is it meant for handling JSON sent from another web page? And what about when retrieving JSON from an external resource using key URL? Did they send the header to the external resource, or was it for their own script? Let's explore these questions together. Understanding the purpose of this header is key. When you use header content type application JSON, you are essentially telling the browser or client that the response from your PHP script will be in JSON format. This is crucial for proper data handling, especially in Ajax requests. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll not only understand when to use this header, but also how it can streamline your PHP projects. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. To understand when to use the header function with content type set to application/JSON, the user should first recognize its purpose. This header informs the client that the response will be in JSON format. Next, the user should consider the context in which this header is used. If another web page is calling the PHP script, such as through an Ajax request, this header is crucial. It ensures that the calling page can correctly interpret the JSON data returned. On the other hand, if the PHP script is processing incoming JSON data, the user does not need to set this header. Instead, they should focus on decoding the JSON data received from the client. Regarding the user's question about using curl to retrieve JSON from an external resource, the header set in that request is sent to the external server. This informs the server that the user expects a JSON response. In summary, the user should use header with content type set to application JSON when returning JSON data from a PHP script, especially for Ajax requests. For incoming JSON, focus on decoding without setting this header. Fun fact, JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation, and it has become the go-to format for data interchange on the web. It's lightweight and easy to read, just like a good book. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. This user emphasizes the importance of setting the content type for any HTTP response. They explain that it should describe what you're serving, whether it's JSON or another format, and this applies to both Ajax requests and other types of requests. Additionally, they highlight that you should also set the content type for any request to describe your post payload, ensuring clarity in communication between the client and server. That wraps up that answer. Let's move on to another one. In PHP, if you don't set the content type header, it defaults to what's in your php.ini file, usually text HTML. By using header content type application JSON, you change this to application JSON, which is important for scripts that return JSON data. When using curl with content type application/JSON, you're specifying the content type for the data you're sending, not for the response you expect back. Let's check out another perspective from a different user. According to another user, the content type header is essential for informing the receiver about the type of data being sent. This helps the receiving application understand how to handle the data appropriately. Here's a pro tip. Always ensure that your PHP scripts are returning the correct content type. This small detail can save you a lot of headaches down the line when debugging your applications. And there you have it. You now know when to use header content type application JSON in your PHP scripts. Remember, clear communication with your client is key to successful data handling. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more tips and tricks.